Ant-Man Quantumania flopped. Guardians of the Galaxy likely won't be making its money back. We all know how it's going to go with the Marvels. And now, a Marvel movie and MCU production is shutting down in the middle of the process of making the movie. 3 guesses, which one? Let's get into this article. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle. And oh my goodness, I cannot wait to see Disney, the House of Mauschwitz, and the garbage MCU fail. Disney shuts down production on major MCU Phase 5 movie. Is it really a major movie? Are any Marvel movies major movies anymore? What did Phase 4 start building to? What is Phase 5 going to build to? What's going on with Jonathan Majors and Kang on account of, you know, those domestic abuse allegations and him losing all of his jobs? We're still unsure on Kang, but yeah, maybe Kang as well, considering everything else he's lost. So yeah, is it really a major Phase 5 movie, or is it just another movie in a dying franchise? With the Writers Guild of America strike continuing to hit the entertainment industry hard, Marvel officially paused production on one of its upcoming projects, starting with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is not doing super hot at the box office. I mean, I know we're only 2 or 3 days in right now, but yeah, not strong numbers, and considering what this new movie needs to even break even, about $600 million, give or take. Ooh, it's got a long road ahead of it. Marvel's Phase 5 is stacked with movies and shows such as Blade, Echo, and everything in between. However, the slated projects are plagued with seemingly ever-changing release dates and production timelines, delaying when the general public will finally get to experience the MCU's newest stories. Delaying? You mean kind of like how The Marvels has been delayed no less than 5 times? I swear, they're just trying to push that movie out and keep pushing it until eventually folk forget it exists, and then they just don't release it. I mean, obviously that's not what they're really trying to do, but wouldn't it be amazing if it were? Now one Phase 5 project in particular will be facing even more delays due to the ongoing writer's strike. Marvel shuts down production of Phase 5 project, and here it is, Blade. Due to impact on the ongoing writer's strike, Marvel has shut down pre-production on the Phase 5 Blade reboot until the end of the labor stoppage, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Now, here's why this is insane to me. I mean, yeah, the writer's strike, everyone got opinions on that. I don't really want to talk too much about the writer's strike itself. I feel like the majority of us are all of the same consensus of first world problems. Like, yeah, get over it. Art is a creative endeavor, and the vast majority of real jobs don't pay what these writers are getting paid. I mean, yeah, sure, cost of living in California, super expensive, but you made that choice, and that's the sort of stuff you voted for. So, nah, I really don't feel sorry for these writers. But what really blows me away is they're stopping production on Blade, a movie that has supposedly been in production for multiple years now. If they were shooting this film, they might not even have gotten to shooting right here. It does say pre-production. So if it's shutting out pre-production, they haven't even, shot a single frame yet. That means here we are, 2.5, 3 years later. How long ago was Blade released? Or not released, announced? A real long time ago. And they're still in the writing process? Does that not show you that Marvel doesn't have a plan? Like, clearly, the first 3 phases, there was a plan there. Sure, things changed and whatnot and evolved. They probably didn't have Endgame as, the ending point right from the jump, but the outline, the structure, the foundation was there. Blade was announced 3 years ago. They're still in the writing process when it's supposed to start filming incredibly soon. They've swapped out directors. How can you still be in the writing process of a movie you announced 3 years ago, and you want us, the fans, well, what few are left, to believe you actually have a plan? This marks the first official MCU project to come to a halt since the strike began on May 2nd, and the second time Mahershala Ali-led Marvel movie has stopped mid-production. See, here it's saying stopped mid-production, but up here it says it's in pre-production. So, I mean, is it mid-production? Because yes, the movie has been stopped at least one other time, I think multiple other times, because yeah, there's been fallouts with the director, there's been fallouts with the writing process. The rumors behind the scenes are that Mahershala Ali, who's a fantastic actor, by the way, I think he would be a great Blade. I was wanting him to be Blade well before it was announced, so like that was like Christmas for me, and then Marvel decided to be Marvel and start to suck, so now I don't really care too much. Point is, Mahershala Ali would be a fantastic Blade. That being said, whatever this version of Blade is going to be, for PG-13 for one, yeah, couldn't care less, and the rumors down the grapevine were that he was unhappy with the writing to begin with. There were some issues with the director, a whole lot of stuff. So the movie has been delayed at least one other time, but now here we are a second time. Well, this does not bode well for a new Blade movie. We may as well just rewatch the Wesley Snipes one over and over. And I say one because you can watch the second one too, but just those two. The Hollywood Reporter's source said the production stopped because time simply ran out, though it will resume following the end of the strike. Since it started on Tuesday, the strike has halted production on many projects, most notably the late-night shows that usually release each day, and aren't we all better off for it? Writers are fighting for further negotiation with studios as they seek fair wages, as if they don't currently have fair wages, but alright. Guaranteed work schedules? No. Sorry, most art is gig work. You shouldn't need a guaranteed work schedule. When you're getting into something like writing, I'm sorry, you should expect that it is gig work. It's not like waking up at 5 a.m. and going to the coal mines every day, 5, sometimes 6 days a week. It's not like getting up and going to a sales job where you got to cold call people to try and sell internet packages to old ladies that probably don't even know how the internet works. I'm sorry. If you're going to get in sort of a creative endeavor like this, either go the indie route and try and sustain yourself, or if you're going to rely on the big dogs like, Disney, Netflix, expect the fact that this is effectively a gig economy, and you should be doing it because it's your passion, you love writing. If you can make some money doing so, by all means, I'm all for it. I'm pro-capitalism. Like, yeah, make that money. That being said, 9 out of 10 of these writers in Hollywood right now are hacks anyway, so they shouldn't exactly be getting this nice, cushy, guaranteed job when their material isn't good to begin with. I mean, there's a reason that so many shows get canceled after one season, and these writers are fighting for guaranteed work schedules when they ain't even good enough at their job to keep butts in seats for more than 8 episodes on a streaming network. Yeah, sorry, I don't buy it. More immediate response about how they will handle the development and utilization of artificial intelligence in writing rooms. That one, that's fair. I'll give them that. That's not something that I think a strike should handle. That's something that we should just figure out as time goes on because, well, it's a new and interactive medium. I'm not exactly a fan of regulation. I don't like the idea of, now obviously it wouldn't be governments regulating it. At least maybe they're fighting for that. I'm not going to pretend I know what they're fighting for on that front. All I know is that, yeah, AI is eventually going to be part of life, especially when it comes to writing and other creative endeavors. I don't think that is worth striking over, but it is definitely cause for, I wouldn't say concern, but cause for questioning. A little bit inquiries in there about how AI is going to affect their job. Will it be able to properly be utilized? But that's been the only semi-understandable thing that they're striking over, and again, it's not worth a strike, that's been listed so far. Are other Marvel projects in danger? With a less than promising response from the studios on Thursday, a development about the Puck.com's Matthew Belloni responded, "Bottom line, the strike isn't ending anytime soon. More projects will likely be impacted in the coming days of picketing." The Hollywood Reporter noted that given Marvel's tendency to adjust and rewrite scripts mid-filming, oh yeah, that's worked out so well so far, the strike could impact future projects such as Captain America New World Order. I think they mean the Falcon New World Order, which is already in production. Right, wouldn't that be being written right now as well, if that's already in production? I mean, shouldn't that also be shut down? So maybe that is also on the chopping block, or at least, temporarily shut down, and it just hasn't been announced yet, because once again, that was announced ages ago. How are they not past the writing concept? Or if they are past the writing, we all know that, like this article says, they're going to get, 30 scenes done, reshoot a bunch of stuff, which means they have to rewrite a bunch of stuff so they know what they're reshooting. Yeah, this movie, I'm sure, is also in the shitter right now. According to the Hollywood Reporter's source from a Marvel rival, Marvel will shoot what they can, they wait for the reshoots when it comes to Captain America 4. Regardless, over the coming days, or however long the strike continues through, fans should prepare for more announcements of production stopping, be they in Marvel or any other studio. Blade is currently set to release on September 6th, 2024. Well, let's see if it keeps that release date. Let's see if any of these Marvel movies keep their projected release date. I mean, the Marvels, hypothetically, could be pushed back again. What if they had to do even more reshoots? I mean, hey, it's supposed to not come out until November, but maybe, just maybe, they had to go back for additional reshoots because it was testing so terribly, and now they can't even do the reshoots because they can't do the rewrites. I mean, wouldn't it be hilarious if the Marvels got delayed again? All in all, I think this writer's strike is a good thing, not because I want the writers to win. I don't want the writers to get any more, of these sort of demands, these incredibly entitled, selfish demands, these completely out of touch, out of tune with real, hardworking American demands. That being said, I do like the fact the strike is happening right now because, well, it means no crap can come out. And let's be honest, 90% of what we're getting is crap. You know what we can still get that's good, though? We can still get good stories out of anime. We can still get good stories out of video games. You can pick up some old books and, read those. Subscribe to Audible. Not even, sponsored, though. It'd be pretty cool if they did. But yeah, I use Audible all the time. I adore Audible. You know what? Pick up Dune. Listen to Dune. Dune 2 is about to come out. You want to go see Dune 2? We'll get Dune on Audible. Familiarize yourself with the story. That way you can appreciate it more in theaters. Actually get some good stories and literature up in your noggin instead of whatever shovelware Netflix has to offer you. This writer strike could not have come at a better time. We have been suffering in just a deluge of backwater entertainment for the last, 5 years? Again, I don't want the writers to win because if they do, they're just going to get more money to produce the exact same crap, which whoop-de-doo. However, the longer this strike goes on, the longer we don't have to put up with this terrible, just truly awful excuse for entertainment that we have in the modern day. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments below, or let me know on Twitter where you can find me at BoltTheWord. And please do subscribe. We are over the 850 subscriber mark. We are so close to 1,000. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you so much. I can only say I thank you so many times before it probably gets old for you guys to hear, but I really do appreciate it. I couldn't do it without you. So please do subscribe. I'd love to get to 1,000 before the end of the month. And I am a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not always about movies or Marvel. Sometimes anime, Star Wars, video games, you name it. It's all here in the nerdosphere. And this has been Words of Paradise.